Hey guys, today's video is going to be how I attempt to make a cheap grocery list. Now, I have a specific way that I make my grocery lists, a specific way that I shop at the grocery store, and hopefully save a little bit of money. So, I don't use coupons or anything crazy like that, but I do only buy the things that we're gonna eat, or hopefully eat at least. So, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my phone because that is where most of my lists happen. It's actually Sunday night. I usually grocery shop every Monday, and so Sunday night is when I go ahead and make my list. The kids are still awake right now and I'm trying to make a list, so I thought I'd start the video, but the lighting is not the best because it is getting dark. Also, excuse my cracked phone. Hopefully you can read it, but here we go. So I have a ongoing list on my phone of things that I need, and what I do is during the week, as we run out of things, like we ran out of Q-tips, makeup remover wipes, powder that I don't usually get at the grocery store, but it's just on a list, cookie dough, milk, orange juice, Cheez-Its. These are all things, or cheese sticks. These are all things that I ran out of during the week and I didn't want to forget. So I open up my phone when I'm ready to make my list, and I basically go through the refrigerator and the pantry and see what we have and see what we need. Our family, usually breakfast and lunch, we eat pretty much the same things every week. So whether it's toast and butter, bagels and cream cheese, lots of fruit, yogurt, applesauce, pancakes, waffles, those are the things that the kids like. And then for lunches, we do either like tuna or turkey sandwiches, cheese, crackers, fruit again. So I have like a thing in my head, like I know what we need as far as that. So I just go through eggs. Do we have eggs? And I kind of just look. So our refrigerator is a giant mess right now, but I can see that we're running low on cucumbers, and I use those for like salads. We have definitely enough eggs. Hey. And then I kind of just go down. We're definitely out of milk, see? And I just kind of see what we have. I know we need more orange juice. Do we need more cheese? No, we have a ton of cheese left. The kids like hot dogs, so it looks like we need some hot dogs. This is the drawer of all like Piper squeeze packs, the kids' yogurts and stuff. We have plenty of that. And then we have like our salad dressings and stuff. I just make sure we have enough of that. So I basically just do that with my list. And so I just saw in there, I need almond milk because I've been using almond milk for my shakes. And we don't have any of that. And what else was in here that I need? Oh, cucumber for our salads. And I also know that we need lots of fruit. This is our fruit bowl. We have an apple and a tomato, so we definitely need fruit. And usually for the grocery store, I just write fruit because one, I don't know what's gonna, maybe some things on sale, and then also like sometimes there's all the strawberries just look bad. So I don't do a specific fruit, I just write fruit down. Although we always get bananas, so I usually write that down. And then I come over to our pantry and I look, here, I think I have a light. Yeah, I do. I look to see, obviously we need lots of bread. Our kids love bread. Usually make sure we have like 2 loaves and bagels. We're out of bagels. I'm just writing this down as we go. I'm doing this with you guys. We need more wheat thins. I just know by looking at the box. We have like Nutri-Grain bars. Just kind of like a sneak peek of our thing. What's wrong? I might have to put her to bed and then finish this up. Piper, this is like Piper's little thing with all of her snacks. She definitely needs, I'm gonna write Piper snacks. So yeah, I just go through, make sure we have the essentials, and a lot of times the things that I'll forget are on the list because if we run out of them during the week, I write them down. Sorry, I had to pick up the baby. What you doing? What you doing? So after I do that, after I go through and get like what I call the essentials, things that I know we're gonna eat during the week or things that we're running out of, I usually come ask Chris. We just come do this with me, guys. This is like such an informal video. Hey babe.
Hello.
You need anything from the grocery store tomorrow?
Yeah.
Perrier's?
No.
What do you need? You said yeah, and then now you don't know. Greek yogurt? These are things that he usually asks for. Bananas is on the list already. That's it? We have peanut butter, okay. All right, usually he has like specific things. Obviously our essentials, he eats that kind of stuff, but then I go ahead and ask him. And then, have you guys heard of the Ibotta app before? I use that a lot. I love it. And I think I have like $50 I have to cash out of that. But if you haven't heard of it, it's basically an app. I'll show you in a second. You go on and you find the store that you're gonna shop at, and then it tells you like if you buy goldfish, then we'll give you 50 cents or something like that. And you get rebates for just buying your normal groceries. And so a lot of times they have things that I'm already planning on buying on there. And when you get home, you just take a little snapshot of your receipt and it gives you the money, which is amazing. So I'm not sponsored by Ibotta or anything like that, but you definitely should check it out. I'll leave the links down below to the Ibotta app, and I'll show you it when I put this little girl down in just a second. Okay, this is the Ibotta app, and I'm basically just opening it up. I'm hitting Publix because that is where I'm going shopping. And I just usually scroll down. See, there's orange juice, 25 cents cash back on the Simply Orange juice. Bananas, we have to get bananas. So all you do is, so here's bananas. I'm gonna click the plus button and it's unlocked. So now after I unlock it, I'm gonna unlock this Tropicana as $1. Oops, let me just go back. You can click on it to get more info. Sometimes it asks you questions. It's like, which benefit of Tropicana Pure Premium Orange Juice do you value most? I'd say all of the above. And then it's unlocked. I'm also gonna unlock this one, because sometimes they make you watch like a show sometimes, or an ad. But sometimes the Simply Orange only gives you 25 cents back and the Tropicana gives you $1 back, but it depends on how much they cost to begin with to see like what's actually a good price. And usually we buy the Publix brand orange juice, so that might even be cheaper. So usually I just add all of the things that I might get. I just scroll through all of this. They have so much stuff, like Oreos, shredded cheese, and that could be any brand of shredded cheese, any brand of cereal, and you get 25 cents back. All this is such a good deal. So anyways, I will show you guys when we get back from the grocery store how to finish this up. But my other tip when I'm making my grocery list is we shop at Sam's, which is kind of like Costco, and Sam's are like the same. And that's usually where we get our meat. And for instance, last week we went and got chicken, and we got all of this chicken. These are like little chicken tenderloins, I think for like $7 or $8. And this is a ton of chicken. This will last us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nights of chicken for our whole family. So, and then we do big Uncrustables. These are all our waffles from Sam's. Chicken pot pies from Sam's. So a lot of times we save money that way. I think that's pretty much it. Besides like toilet paper and paper towels, I hardly ever buy at the grocery store because we get those at Sam's. So it's really just like the snack foods and the produce that'll go bad that we get at the grocery store. So the last thing I do is I go back to my list and I scroll down, and you can see I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have all the days of the week. This was last week's menu. And we're kind of trying to do a diet right now, so I mainly just put whatever meat we were eating that day. Obviously, sometimes we'll do more exciting foods than this. But the reason why I do this is because Chris and I can talk about what we have going on. Thursday nights is always Jane's dance class, so usually we try to do something easy that Chris can just cook up while we're gone and eat when we get back. this Sunday is Jackson's 2nd birthday, so obviously we'll probably go out for that or do something special for that. We'll probably have to go back to the grocery store to get some stuff for that, which reminds me I should probably get some cake mix. So basically him and I just talk about the week. We don't want to buy things, you know, all that chicken that we have, so we'll probably do some chicken meals, and we're just doing the meats and the veggies right now. So we have tons of veggies. We got to put veggies on the list, veggies and cake on the list, and then we have some canned veggies and stuff in here. So that's what we've been doing. All of our starches like rice and noodles and stuff are down there, and we're good and stocked up on that. So anyways, Chris and I will just talk about what the week looks like, if he's gonna be gone or if he's gonna be in Charleston for work, if the kids and I are just gonna eat by ourselves. All of that factors into our list. And so as we make our list for the dinners, then I can add stuff to my main list on my phone of the things that we need to get. So I hope that doesn't sound too confusing, but this is like streamlined, exactly what we need at the grocery store. We don't veer off of anything that we have unless there's like a super good sale or something. Sometimes we'll just say like, oh, we're gonna eat a meat that night. That's really vague, but sometimes when you go to the grocery store, they have like really good deals on steaks or really good deals on pork, and so we kind of just grab that. But anyways, we try to stick to and make a list so I'm not wandering around the grocery store with 3 kids with no plan in mind. So that is basically it for my grocery list. I'm gonna bring you guys along on my grocery trip tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. All right guys, we are at the grocery store this morning, and I'm just going around and picking up the things that we need. And I'm about to go get the orange juice, and we're gonna get this. Can you get me a cucumber? Perfect. Put it in the cart. All right, put it in the cart. Okay, so we know that the Simply orange juice is gonna give us 25 cents back on my Ibotta app, and the Tropicana is gonna give us $1. So the Tropicana is $6.99. We get $1 back from that, it's $5.99. So still the Publix orange juice is cheaper than that because it's $4.99. So we got $4.99 for that. And the Tropicana is $6.99. So the Publix orange juice is still cheaper. And same with the Simply orange juice. The Simply orange juice is the same. It's $6.99 and we only get 25 cents back for that. So in this instance, Ibotta is not gonna be really worth it to save on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and still get the Publix orange juice. Okay, sit down. Put this in. There we go. Usually I try to find the cart that you can put 2 kids in at once. So hopefully we can fit all our food in here with Jackson sitting in here. Also, to save a little bit of money, I try my best to always get store brand, unless I've tried the store brand before and don't like it. But for instance, the lettuce that I get for my salads, I always get the Publix brand or whatever store I'm shopping at. So here's another example. I wanted to get cookies for the kids, and usually we either get chocolate chip cookies or Oreos. And these chocolate chip cookies, we love the family size, it's $4.49. But then the Oreos today are on sale for 2 for $5. And at Publix, if you get 2 for $5, if you just get one of them, then it's half price. So for just one of these is $2.50. So obviously that is a better deal than the $4.50 cookies, chocolate chip cookies. So we're getting the Oreos today. So I did not veer off at all with the grocery list, except for one thing. I got, Jane wanted this Rapunzel cereal, and they also wanted these bubbles, and we're out of bubbles. So I was okay with getting those. But other than that, we got everything we needed, and they were out of bagels, so we didn't get bagels. But we are gonna go to the checkout, crossing my fingers. Okay guys, we are home from the grocery store. The kids are eating lunch, so hopefully they'll be quiet. I apologize for the beginning of this video. It was kind of crazy. But I'm looking at my Ibotta app. Of course, baby starts crying as soon as what's wrong? Okay, so I go to verify purchases. I look for Publix. Here it is. And then I'm gonna capture my receipt. I got a really long receipt, so let's see if I can do this while holding the phone. All right, and then you gotta add a section. And kind of line it up. All right, that should be good enough. Finish. And now we're gonna scan our barcodes. So I ended up not getting the juice, like I told you guys. But I also had salad dressing on here, but I didn't need salad dressing. And the good thing about this is that most of the time these stay on here for a few weeks. But they do have, I get 25 cents for any item. Here it is, I'm gonna click on it. And then I'm just gonna verify the purchase. I did it. So I only made 25 cents this time. But the one thing about Ibotta that I will say is that it's kind of like coupons. I try my hardest not to get things just because I get a rebate. For instance, the orange juice. I save more money buying my regular orange juice. But here, look, you can see my balance. I have $47.75. So I can just put that straight to my PayPal or my Venmo account and have the money. That is how I do my list. If you didn't see, my balance was $134, which is good for us for our whole entire week. We get most of our stuff, like I said, at Sam's Club and Costco, but $134. I try to stay under $150 for the week. And so $134 is good for me. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.